Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, ma'am. I'm Seri Wulandari. Okay, today I would like to presentation about job sheet 2. The job sheet is Operation Strategy Formulation. Okay, the first introduction. It is useful to consider strategy formulation as part of a strategy management process that comprises the three pieces: diagnosis, formulation, and implementation. Strategy management is an ongoing process to develop and revise future-oriented strategy that allow an organization to achieve its objectives, considering its capabilities, constraints, and the environments in which its operation, which are a small capabilities which are small sets typical to five of major problems that their traits, weakness, and or operational that require particularly high priority attention by management. Okay, next slide. Definition of operation strategy formulation. Strategy formulation is the process by which an organization chooses that most appropriate course of action to achieve its defining goals. Three are many alternative procedures for developing an operational strategy for a particular organization. This will generally require an analysis of market requirement or marketing and the operations resource capability or operations. Strategy formulation is an analytical process of selection of the best stable course of action to meet the organizational objective and vision. Okay, next step in strategy formulation process. The process of strategy formulation basically involves six main steps. The steps do not follow a right chronological order. However, these are very rational and can be easily followed in its order. Okay, the first setting organization objectives. The key component of any strategy statement is to set a long-term objective of the organization. This is now that strategy is generally a medium for realization of organizational objectives. Uh, the second, evaluation the organizational environment. The next step is to evaluate the general economic and industrial environment in which the operates. This includes a review of the organization competitive position. It is essential to conduct a qualitative and quantitative. Okay, treat setting quantitative target. In this step, an organization must particularly fix the quantitative target value for some the organization objective. The idea behind this is comparative with long-term customer, so as to evaluate the contribution that might be made by various product zones or operations department. Uh, for aiming in step, eh, for aiming in contact with the divisional plan. In this step, the contribution made by each department or definition of product category within the organization is identified and accordingly strategy planning is done for each subunit. 5. Performance analysis. Performance analysis includes discovering and analyzing the gap between the plan or desired performance. A critical evaluation of the organization, past performance, present condition, and the desired future condition must be done by the organization. Okay, the last choice of strategy. This is the ultimate step in strategy formulation. The best course of action is actually choose after considering organization goals, organization strengths, potential in and limitation, as well as the external opportunities. Three aspects of strategy formulation. The first, corporate level strategy. In this level, the perspective is broad and wide, so the focus on the overall scope, direction, and goals of the entire organization. Since we are looking at the big picture, our concern is the total structure of the business. Second, competitive strategy, or often called business level strategy. This involves deciding how the company will compete within each line of business, or LOB, or strategy business unit, or SBU. Large companies usually have compatible lines of business in the portfolio. The larger firms even distinguish them as part strategy business unit. Okay, the third functional strategy. This more localizes and short horizon strategy deals with how each functional or a unit will carry out its functional activities to be effective and maximize resource productivity. Compared to the other two levels, the functional level has a source outlook. Okay, next slide, conclusion. Strategy formulation is the process by which organizations choose the most appropriate courses of action to achieve its defined goals. There are many alternative procedures for developing an operation strategy for a particular organization. Many organizations recognize that when formulating a strategy, it is not unusual to have constraints imposed on the solution. Constraints are typically imposed by individuals, whether the organization or by its party. Okay, the last video about how Waterman's shampoo become a business. Happy watching!
Our first break was in South Korea, can you believe it or not, selling Waterman's products from South Yorkshire. Within the first 4 years, we've gone from starting off with £250,000 worth of sales to now 1.7 million worth of sales with a 30% increase each month.
In over 4 years, and that is selling, we actually sell one bottle every 30 seconds. We just created our product to start off with for my benefit, but because it was so good and effective, we actually wanted to pass it on to other people who had hair loss problems with no success.
Our customers have actually shown positive results. They even love the brand that much. Everyone keeps taking selfies with our bottles and emailing them in. Over the past 2 years, we've spent over £65,000 out of our own pockets giving away free products to chemo patients just to help them grow their hair back nice and stronger, and just put a smile on their face to receive something free for a few seconds. It means a lot to us. Funny enough, our products are made in the UK by a UK family business, but none of the department stores would stock our products. Our first break was in South Korea, can you believe it or not? First department store, luxury department store in South Korea, selling Waterman's products from South Yorkshire.
We had a lot of obstacles in the way, but we just kept getting back up and trying again. And you've got to have the strength to carry on.
Okay, thank you for attention and I see. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.